Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2015 ECE paper. A 16 kilobits of memory array is designed as a square with an aspect ratio of 1. Aspect ratio of 1 means number of rows equal to number of columns. The minimum number of address lines needed for the row decoder is. First of all, aspect ratio. The meaning of aspect ratio is simply it is ratio of width to length. W by L is called as aspect ratio. If it is equal to 1, then W is equal to L, which is nothing but number of address lines required for the column is same as number of address lines required for the row. That is what we can say it as square array. Now, instead of going for the directly 16 kilobytes, first we will see what is meant by memory and how a simple memory is going to be arranged, and then from that one how many number of address lines it requires. Then we will go for the number of address lines required for the 16 kilobytes. So generally memory is used to store information. That information is always in terms of ones and zeros. So the information may be anything. It may be a data, or it may be some instruction opcode, or it may be a value which has to be given in the instruction. So whatever it is, it will be stored in terms of ones and zeros only. So memory is going to store information in terms of ones and zeros. Let us assume we are dealing with 4-bit memory. 4-bit memory. So this memory is going to store 4 bits of information. So that 4 bits of information can be arranged row wise or can be arranged column wise, and it can be arranged as a square where number of columns equal to number of rows. Number of rows is 2, number of columns is 2. So this is square arrangement of 4-bit memory. So this is column arrangement, it is row arrangement, whereas it is square arrangement. So out of this 4-bit memory, we must instruct the computer, or we must instruct the system to locate or to deal with a particular bit memory, a particular bit out of this 4 bits. So if you want to refer this bit, how the system will knows? For that one, it requires a column decoder. It doesn't require a row decoder. This no requirement for row decoder. No row decoder. So it doesn't need any row decoder because it has only one row. Always it points to that row only, whether you say or not. So that it doesn't require a row decoder. But it has 4 columns. Out of that one, it has to deal with a single column. Then you must specify. So for that one, it requires a column decoder. Column decoder. This is called as column decoder. It requires. That column decoder is to point out one particular address location based on the address lines given. So if you want to go for the 4 different columns, each is going to be given unique address as 00, 01, 10, 11. So it requires a decoder that will be consisting of 2 lines. We know that one decoder. Decoder is generally specified as n2 2 power n decoder, which converts n-bit information into 2 power n output lines, and out of that one, only one bit will be, one line is going to be active based on the information presented input lines. So this is n-bit information. So based on the n-bit value, only one out of this 2 power n output lines will be active and all others will be in the deactive mode. So it requires, if you are going with 4, these are the 4 address lines required for the column. So that 4 can be written as 2 power 2. So it requires 2 address lines. So 2 address lines is required for the column decoding because it has 4 address locations. 4 address locations requires minimum of 2 address lines for the decoding purpose. In case of second one, for this second one, it doesn't require, no need of column decoder, for this one because it has only one column, whereas it has 4 rows and each row must be given some unique address such that it can be identified. So For this one, it requires a row decoder. A decoder is going to be required whenever the number of memory locations is greater than 1. Remember it. Okay. So there are 4 memory locations. For that one, it requires a row decoder. This row decoder is going to be decoding is nothing but n to 2 power n. So this is inputs. These are inputs and these are outputs of decoder. So this is n and it is 2 power n. Again 2 power n is 4, which you can write as 2 power 2. So n will be equal to 2. So number of inputs required for the row decoder is 2. So 2 address lines are going to be required for row decoder. Similarly, if you are going for the square array, it has 2 columns. So number of columns is more than 1. So definitely you require a column decoder to instruct whether the system is pointing to 0th column or first column. Similarly, a row decoder is required as it has 2 rows which are greater than 1. Now, for this one, we require a column decoder, and for this one, we require a row decoder. So, column decoder is going to be having 2 address lines. Decoder output is 2 address lines. So, it requires 1 input line. So, 1 address line is required for column decoder and 1 address line is required for the row decoder. This is input and it is output of decoder. This is input and it is output of decoder. Okay. So 2 address lines is required, one for the column decoder, one for the row decoder for the 4-bit memory. Okay. Similarly, if you are going for the 16-bit memory, 16-bit memory means it will be consisting of 16 1-bit locations, 16 single bit locations, and they are arranged as a square in this way. So these are 4 rows and 4 columns. That is 4 into 4 is nothing but 16. 16 single cells, 16 cells are going to be required. Each cell is requiring 1 bit of information. That 16 cells can be written as a square, 4 into 4 cells. Okay. So simply you can write it as whatever. If you are going for the n cells, okay, something as x cells, otherwise some x cells is going to be required. By that time you are going with root x into root x for the square. Okay, square root of x will be treated as number of rows and number of columns, then it will be treated as a square array. Okay, now we are going for the 16 kilobytes. When we are dealing with 16 kilobytes, when we require 16 kilobytes of memory, 16 kilobits is, okay, 16 kilo is nothing but 16 into 1024 bits. Okay, so 16 can be written as 2 power 4 and 1024 is 2 power 10. So total is 2 power 14 bits it requires. So 16 kilobits of memory means 2 power 14 bits. 2 power 14 bits of memory it requires. So the memory is going to be designed as a square. So number of rows and number of columns must be same. For that one, this 2 power 14 is going to be arranged as square root of 2 power 14 into square root of 2 power 14. 2 power 14 square root is nothing but 2 power 14 by 2. So it will become 2 power 7 into 2 power 7. So there are 2 power 7 columns are there and 2 power 7 rows are there. So this is total is 2 power 7. Total is 2 power 7 columns, 2 power 7 rows. To identify or to point out one row out of 2 power 7 rows, it requires a row decoder. That row decoder should be having, okay, decoder means n to 2 power n. Remember this one. So 2 power 7 lines it requires at the output side. So you must give inputs as 7. So this is 7 address lines you must give as input for this row decoder, so that the information present on the 7 address lines is going to be pointing out only one out of these 2 power 7 rows that will be active and all others are going to be in the inactive mode. So it requires a row decoder which consisting of 7 address lines, as well as to decode this 2 power 7 columns. Again it requires a column decoder. column decoder, which is also n to 2 power n decoder. So it requires again, if it is 2 power 7, at that time definitely we require 7 address lines for the column decoder. So totally 14 address lines it requires. 14 address lines is 2 power 14 unique locations. 2 power 14 unique locations means 16 kilobits of memory. So number of address lines required for row decoder is equal to 7 whenever you are designing it as a square array. Okay, so the answer is 7 for this question. Thank you.